normally occurs that nobody ever pays any attention to, and he's blaming every bit of it on Y2K. If a little town loses their power for a few hours, it's Y2K. If a computer goes down in a video rental store, it's Y2K.
It's going to be real amusing how they try and spread this out over the next few months to keep the keep everybody on the edge of their seat.
Oh yeah, and they still got all the Y2K commercials going. They're still pulling in the money, and there's still people buying into it.
And then like you said, 5/5, 2000. They'll
yeah. Guess what he said today? And I called the Atomic Energy Commission to find out if it was true. He said that 12 atomic power plants had shut down in this country. He said that 2 had shut down in Japan. Well, I went to high school in Japan. I made some good friends. I know people in Japan. It's not true. They had a computer problem at 2 nuclear power plants in Japan, and the computer problem was with the computer that monitors certain things in the reactor. And a lot of it is monitoring of radiation. They did not shut down the plants, and within just a few hours they had both of the computers fixed. No atomic power plants were shut down in Japan. I can't find anywhere in the United States where 12 atomic power plants shut down. I can find 3, period.
If 12 were down, I imagine we'd be in a sad state of affairs here.
I found 3, period. The one in Pennsylvania, one in Michigan, and one down south somewhere. I forget exactly where it's at. But they all shut down for normal, routine things that go wrong in power plants. You see, when you have machinery and you have technology and you have computers, things go wrong. And you have to sometimes shut down equipment to fix things. And it's not a big catastrophe. You notice how he kept saying in those clips that I was running that they didn't shut down for that power transformer. It had to be something really wrong happened in there. Well, that's a lie. They really did shut down because some insulation in the transformer failed, and they only shut down 1 of 2 reactors that they have because if the reactor is going, they couldn't go in there and work on this piece of equipment that generates the electricity because of the steam pressure. And they had to shut it down to bleed the system in order to work on it.
As you stated, he's a change agent. He's making it very apparent.
Well, I don't know if he's a change agent. He just might be a dupe. They just might be feeding him this information, and him being such a young man and not understanding how disinformation works, he just might be taking the ball and running with it. He might
mouthpiece.
Yeah, he just might be an unwitting agent, is what we call that in the intelligence community.
Well, I thank you for your time.
You're welcome. Thanks for calling.
Yes, sir.
520-333-4578 is the number. Amazing. I'm amazed. I am amazed, folks. 520-333-4578. I don't know why he's doing this. I don't know if he's just a dupe or if he really is a change agent. But I'll tell you this. Everything that happened on December the 31st was set up by the government, and everything between these radio stations and what the government was doing was coordinated. Good evening. You're on the air.
Oh, yeah. Hi, Mr. Cooper. This is Virginia in Texas.
Hi.
I just want to let you know I can't hear part of the program tonight. The VOA is blocking it on both sides.
Well, order the tape.
Pardon me?
Order the tape. Sounds like they don't want you to know. Oh.
Yeah, well, I know already. I mean, the only thing I've got to say about that bunch is they keep claiming they're Christians, which they don't demonstrate any evidence of. I mean, I hear them all day long.
That's true. Especially Jackie Patru. She claims to be a Christian.
I know about her, too.
And preaches New Age nonsense.
Pardon me?
And preaches New Age nonsense all day.
Well, none of them fool me. I've been following this bunch for a long time, and none of them fool me whatsoever.
Good for you.
I know what they are, and I didn't hear most of the programming on Saturday because I had to go someplace, but...
no, this is Friday we're talking about.
Or Friday night, yeah, New Year's Eve, yeah. I had to go someplace. But I've heard them before, and yes, there is an accelerated level of, instant panic-type mode.
Yeah.
And it seemed to me, as it sometimes normally does on the frequencies during the daytime, that it's hype, but unless you're an old-time listener, you wouldn't know that.
Or unless you know how to use your brain.
Yes. And I find that there's a lot of new people coming on, and they haven't got a clue about these people.
That's right.
But
they sure don't.
I just thought I'd give you a quick call and let you know that You're blocked on both sides tonight by the VOA, and we can hardly hear you at all. So.
Well, I'm going to have to talk to Alan Weiner about that because
Yeah,
I'm paying.
well,
I'm paying for airtime, and if he can't give me a frequency that people that can hear, then I don't pay for airtime when people can't hear me.
Yeah, well, that's why I thought I'd call you and let you know that you're very hardly audible tonight.
Well, thank you.
Okay, Mr. Cooper.
Appreciate it.
Bye-bye.
520-333-4578 is the number. We got time for maybe 2 or 3 more calls. Yeah, if you can't hear the broadcast, order the tape. 520-333-4578 is the number. This series is going to be priceless. People are going to want this series. And it's important. Oh, by the way, it's January. We have our annual sale in January. I'm going to tell you right now, everything that we have is 1/3 off. Now, this isn't something we're just coming up with. We've been doing this every year since 1992. Every year since 1992. It's our annual sale in January. For 30 days, everything is 1/3 off. Everything we have, I don't care what it is. Good evening, you're on the air.
Yeah, Bill, are you, hello?
Yeah, I'm here.
I've been having real bad reception problems with your station.
Don't get into that. We're talking about a topic. There's nothing I can do about it.
Well, it's an interesting topic, but I just wanted to let you know for the past 2 months.
Call the radio station. There's nothing I can do about it, folks. You just waste airtime. This is valuable airtime. I want to devote it to something that needs to be said. So if you got something that you want to comment on, fine. But don't call in to give me radio checks. It doesn't do any good. It just wastes airtime. There are people listening. No matter how bad the reception may be, there are some people listening who can hear this broadcast. Some of them, you'd be amazed where they are. A lot of them are on the Internet. Did you know on the Internet, during this time slot, we are the #1 talk show on the Internet. #1, bar none. 520-333-4578 is the number. If you got the guts to call and talk to the most dangerous radio host in America, then get on the phone. Good evening, you're on the air.
Hello, Mr. Cooper.
Yes, sir.
I'm calling from Australia.
Oh, well, good. Hi.
Yeah, and I've been listening to the Patriot networks over the Internet for probably about 3 or 4 years.
Uh-huh.
And often they say things which, like here in Australia, like living here, we know better than you guys over there.
Oh, they say a lot of things about Australia that are not true, don't they?
Yeah, like U.S. military kicking indoors to search for guns over here.
I know, I remember that when I exposed it as bullshit on this broadcast.
Yeah, couldn't be further from the truth at all.
Yeah, I know.
And like you can still obtain a lot of the weapons over here if you live out on properties.
Sure.
And like,
yeah, there's a thriving underground in weapons too.
Yeah, you better believe it. But I hear a lot of these, a lot of these people which they get on as experts on these networks, and it sounds like they've just sat down in front of the Internet and printed up documents and things, and then they sell them.
That's what they do.
And that's their research.
They don't do any research.
Instead of actually going to a library.
They don't do any research. Alex Jones is a broadcast. He does not do research. Most of them don't do any research. I'd say 99% of them don't do any research. I do research.
Interesting. Like I've watched Alex Jones' video.
Uh-huh.
I think it's quite a good video.
Yeah.
A lot of the stuff that's in it.
Uh-huh. But is it all true?
Well, so there's one part where he's interviewing a police chief.
Uh-huh.
And the police chief says a bullet nearly went through a window and nearly went into a restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
And then later on in the same video, Alex is saying that the video went into the restaurant, which is very interesting.
Yeah.
Because that's a very obvious sort of mistake to make,
uh-huh.
which helps discredit the whole thing.
Yeah.
And asking questions to put words in people's mouths and things like that.
Yeah.
So it's unfortunate because I think Alex is genuine with where he's coming from.
Well, I would certainly hope so. He's got an excellent radio persona. He's obviously a smart young man. He is a young man. And if he'd just get on the research trail and not allow anything to go out over his radio broadcast that wasn't true, and that was a rumor, and wouldn't allow callers to call in and spread rumor and then pick up on it himself and do things like he did New Year's Eve, he would be probably one of the best patriot broadcasters that there ever was. But you think he's going to do that? No.
I doubt it.
Because you know why? He cares more about how many people are listening than he does about what he's saying over that microphone. Guaranteed.
The unfortunate thing, I think, is that if the patriot community really did document everything, they'd be formidable.
Absolutely. That's what I've tried to do over the years. And I've done it. I have done it. And I'm the only one so far who has ever done it.
Yeah, well, I'm listening to you on the internet today, and it's very lucky over this country to get your show on the internet because the shortwave signal doesn't reach you.
It took a long time.
I've been listening to you probably for about 3 years now, just through people putting it up on the internet, and you used to be able to get it over the shortwave a little bit.
Well,